What if everything you've been told about XRP's potential price is completely wrong? What if the future isn't just a reflection of the past, but something far bigger, more disruptive, and far more valuable? In this video, we're diving deep into XRP, and I'm going to challenge the traditional price predictions you're hearing everywhere. Let's take off the blinders and look at what's really happening with XRP and why the future could blow past all expectations. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP future. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember, this is not a financial advice video. Let's get straight to the point. Many investors in the crypto space are being sold a limited vision when it comes to XRP's future price. Everywhere you look, you hear people repeating the same numbers: $5, $10, maybe $15 if they're feeling optimistic. But these projections are, frankly, stuck in the past. They're clinging to historical charts and outdated market behaviors, acting as if nothing has changed, when in fact, everything has. Let's break this down. The first major flaw in these traditional predictions is the reliance on technical analysis from previous market cycles. People are looking at XRP charts from past bull runs, trying to find patterns or price ceilings. But here's the issue. Those cycles were primarily driven by retail speculation and hype. There was no real institutional involvement, no regulatory clarity, and no widespread understanding of blockchain's potential. The past bull runs, while exciting, were mostly ungrounded in real-world use cases. Fast forward to today. We're looking at an entirely new landscape. The rules have changed, the players have changed, and most importantly, the infrastructure has changed. We now live in a world where some of the largest financial institutions on the planet, names like BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America, are not only aware of crypto, but are actively preparing to integrate it. These aren't fringe fintech startups anymore. These are trillion-dollar entities, and they're not dabbling in crypto for fun. They're building for a long-term future. They're watching regulatory developments closely, and many of them are ready to jump in as soon as there's a green light. And that green light? It's turning on right now. In the last year alone, we've seen politicians, senators, congressmen, even the U.S. president acknowledging that blockchain technology and digital currencies represent the next evolution of the financial system. That kind of government-level discussion was unthinkable during the last XRP cycle, but now it's becoming normal. Let's not forget Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinhouse, has been talking about the Internet of Value for years. It's the idea that money should move around the globe as quickly and effortlessly as information does via email or instant messaging. That's where we're heading. And XRP is central to that vision. Think about how financial transactions worked before the internet. If you wanted to send a message to someone, you wrote a letter, put it in the mail, and waited days for it to arrive. Then came email, and everything changed overnight. We're now on the brink of a similar transformation in finance. Instead of days-long wire transfers or expensive international fees, we're moving toward instantaneous, cheap, and secure global payments powered by blockchain. And XRP is built specifically for this use case. Now let's talk about the massive strategic moves Ripple is making. One of the biggest yet underappreciated acquisitions is Hidden Road, a firm that handles an eye-watering $3 trillion in annual settlements. That's not a typo. Trillions. Ripple acquired them with a purpose: to bring that entire stream of payment activity onto the XRP ledger using Ripple's new RLUSD stablecoin. Imagine what that kind of liquidity and volume will do for XRP's value. It's not just about one deal, it's about creating a network effect. Once one institution adopts it, others will follow, because that's how efficient ecosystems grow. And these aren't small-time clients. These are global institutions with decades of existing relationships. They trust Ripple. They trust the tech, And once the regulatory clarity is fully established, they're going to move fast. And they'll need XRP to do it. Now ask yourself this. Does that sound like a setup for a $10 coin? $10 might just be the beginning. And frankly, throwing out numbers like $5 or $8 without factoring in all of these revolutionary changes is short-sighted at best and misleading at worst. Some influencers are out there pushing these limited price ceilings. And while I don't want to discredit anyone who's providing valuable insights, I do think it's irresponsible to base predictions purely on the past. It misleads investors into selling early, thinking they've reached the top, only to watch XRP soar beyond anything they imagined. What if XRP hits $50 or $100? Or even higher in the long term? What if you sold too early because you listened to an outdated model? It's important to ask yourself, what was XRP designed to do? It was never meant to be just another coin riding the waves of hype. XRP was engineered from day one to move large sums of money at lightning speed. It was built for utility. It was built to solve a real global problem that every financial institution is dealing with right now: slow, expensive, outdated payment rails. And that utility-based model means one thing: value, long-term, sustainable, enterprise-level value. Yes, we might see a run up to $10 or $20, followed by some consolidation. But if you're thinking that's the final destination, you're missing the bigger picture. We're not in a bubble era anymore. We're in the build and adoption era. And the value of XRP will reflect that, not the hype from 2017 or 2021. Let's also remember this: regulation is not the enemy. It's the gateway. Many institutions have been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for legal clarity before diving into crypto. That clarity is now starting to arrive, and as it becomes more solid, the floodgates are going to open. And XRP, already aligned with compliance standards in many ways, is one of the best positioned assets to benefit from it. So what should you take away from all this? You don't need to agree with every bullish projection out there. You don't have to believe XRP will go to the moon tomorrow. But at the very least, don't limit your vision based on the past. We're entering a completely new chapter of crypto, driven by utility, speed, global adoption, and institutional involvement. XRP checks all the boxes. As for me, I'm holding strong. I'm not rushing to take profits. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, but I urge you to think critically. Ask yourself, is the environment today anything like the one we had in previous cycles? And if not, why would the outcome be the same? What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you.